Hi students, welcome to this video. I'd just like to inform you that the PDF of sample answers is available on our website. The link is given in the description below. Do check it out. The topic that we'll be looking at in this video is describe your first day at school. Say when it was, how the day went, and explain how you felt. So here's my sample answer. Some of the memories of my first day at school are vivid, while there are other details that are quite hazy. But I've been able to reconstruct most of what happened from different sources. My parents' memories, the photographs in our album, and loose fragments of my own memories have helped me to cobble together a picture of all that happened on that day. That was the day I first stepped into St. George's High School about 20 years back. My parents had clicked a photograph of me ready to leave for my first day of school. I am in pigtails, grinning broadly, wearing a white frock with red polka dots, carrying my red water bottle and my new school bag. My parents told me that once I reached school, when my mother dropped me at the door of my class and turned to go, that was when reality hit me, that I was going to be separated from her. I clung to my mother's hand and started bawling loudly. My teacher picked me up to take me inside, but I was wrestling furiously to free myself and screaming at the top of my voice as my mother left me. The entire class was full of wailing kids, and the teachers were doing their best to mollify them. I was still sobbing uncontrollably when the shelves lined with toys caught my attention. My teacher took me to the shelf and told me to take whatever I liked. My favorite Batman figure was there and I grabbed it, and for some time Batman helped me forget my present woes. My teacher distributed cookies and sweets and also took us to the play area where we spent time on the swings and slides. Thankfully, our class only lasted for half a day. My mother came to pick me up again and I was in safe territory. A second picture in my album clicked when I was back from school clearly sums up my experience. Hair disheveled, clothes in a disarray and teary-eyed. This one is quite the opposite of the first. I think the new environment, the unfamiliar faces, and separation anxiety were all too overwhelming for a 4-year-old to handle. However, after a week or so, school seemed safer and more exciting, and there were no more teary goodbyes to my parents when they dropped me off. Now let's look at some questions in the discussion part. Should parents take children to school or should they go on their own? When children are very young, I think it's better if parents take them to school, as they may find it difficult to travel on their own. But when they get a little older, they should be allowed to travel on their own as it will help build confidence in their ability to deal with the world. Most schools have school buses which offer safe and easy commutes to students. Once children enter senior school, they can be encouraged to use public transport services, which would boost their self-reliance. How can we train children to be more independent? I think there are many ways to teach children to handle things independently. Often parents are overprotective and like to do everything for the child. Instead, parents should allow children to solve problems or take small decisions on their own. They should also be given small responsibilities at home. Should children depend on their parents or should they be independent? I would say children should be allowed to be independent and parents should train children from a young age to be so. Doing things independently increases self-worth and confidence and prepares children for the challenges they may face in the future. They may fail in their attempts, but this will teach them how to handle failures. Thus, they grow up feeling competent and capable of taking care of themselves. I feel an overly dependent child will be very passive and will end up being a follower instead of a leader. What problems can over-interference of parents in the lives of their children cause? Over-interference by parents may cause children to feel unfulfilled, as they may feel as if they have no control over their lives. When even the tiniest decisions are made for children by their parents, they may become over dependent and end up being unable to take responsibility for their actions. That's all in this video. I'll soon be back with another topic. If this video was useful for you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe and click on the bell icon for more updates. And also do share with your friends.